Hey guys, welcome and welcome back to my channel, Sing Free with Jay. My name is Janelle, and today we're going to go over the new Juvia's Place I Am Magic Natural Radiance Foundation. I do have dry to normal skin, so I think this foundation is going to be perfect for me. I do have their original foundation as well, but in a different shade. But since I have gotten darker since I've used that foundation, I decided to get a darker shade in a new foundation. So this foundation retails for $23 and comes in 33 shades. It's available in stores and online at Ulta and on Juvia's Place website. However, Ulta's page only has 30 of the shades. This is not as wide as a range as their original foundation, which had about 42 shades. I picked up the shade Gabon 300, which is described as a dark neutral golden undertone. It's supposed to give a medium to full coverage, and we will be applying this with both a brush and a sponge today. This foundation comes with 30% more product at 1.35 fluid ounces, which is bigger than many foundations on the market. I was a bit surprised when I got mine in the mail because Ulta's website says that it's 1 fluid ounce. So the packaging looks like a squeeze tube, but it actually has a pump, which I appreciate because the original foundation got really messy. It does say to shake well with the cap pointed downwards, and I already did that, so we're just gonna pump out some of this foundation. As you can see, it's not running. It's pretty thick, but not as thick as the original foundation. It claims to be talc free, alcohol free, cruelty free. It does contain fragrance. It smells really good, but it's not strong whatsoever. And here is a comparison in size and look to their velvety matte foundation, which I have the shade Burkina in this one, and I will swatch this next to Gabon. So I went ahead and swatched some other foundations in my collection. On the top we have Gabon in a natural radiance foundation from Juvia's Place. Then we have Burkina in the velvety matte foundation from Juvia's Place. Below that we have Rare Beauty tinted moisturizer in the shade 48W. And then we have Nars light reflecting foundation in Marquises. And then lastly ABH 470W in their luminous foundation. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply some primer. So this is just the Jelly Pop primer from e.l.f., which is sadly discontinued. But you can of course just use the Power Grip primer, which I do own that as well. But I'm trying to finish up my Jelly Pop. So on one side of my face, I am going to be using a brush, and the other side I'm going to be using a sponge. So for brush today, I'm going to be using the Juvia's Place I Am Magic foundation brush, which I've had for a very long time, ever since the first foundation ever came out. And then for sponge, I'm going to be using Dose of Colors. This is a jumbo one. This one, the tip is dirty because I did use it to clean up around my brows, but the bottom is completely clean. So we're just going to go in with a little bit of foundation. I'm not sure how much I should use, and I already shook the bottle because it does tell you to shake it really well. I'm just going to squeeze out a little bit, or just do like a full pump on the back of my hand. And I like to dot my foundation on. It's probably like too much. It smells really good. Like, it has a fruity smell to it. And I'm just gonna use my sponge and blend it out. Hopefully the color will blend in. Okay, that's a lot of coverage. Like, they say medium to full, but wow. It's thick, but it's not as thick as the original foundation. And it's definitely a little bit more glowy, of course, since it is a radiant foundation. There's no shimmer or anything like that in it, but it does give you like a healthy, dewy look to your skin, which I love that. I actually think I did a pretty good job with the color match. Just gonna blend it down into my neck. And of course, let me get my forehead, at least half my forehead, since I am going to use a brush on the other side. But I think the sponge application looks amazing. This looks really good. And it blended in so good. I don't even know like why I'm still blending it in right now, because like, girl, this is already all the way blended in. I'm just being extra right now. but that looks really good. So this is the difference. This side has foundation. You guys can see that glow. I do have natural lighting from my window, and this side does not have any foundation at all yet. So I still have some left on the back of my hand, and I think this should be enough to do the rest of my face. So it seems like you only need a pump of this foundation, which is amazing, because since it's already over a full ounce, it's 1.35 fluid ounces, it's already gonna last you long, and the fact that you only need a pump of it, this is gonna last a very, very long time. And now I'm just blending it in with my brush. I think it's blending in quick with like the same amount of time as the sponge. And I'm not really seeing a difference in application, honestly. So this is more of a try-on video. I will do a little bit of a check-in. I don't really have anywhere to go today, so. And it's raining outside right now too. So this side is the sponge and this side is the brush. What side do you guys like better? I kind of like the sponge side a little bit more because, I don't know, I feel like it was just smoother when I blended it out with the sponge. But I mean, I like both applications. I don't really have a preference. It's like whatever works, you know? I also want to see if this foundation is buildable, so we're gonna do like half a pump, because I think like another full pump would be like way too much. And I'm just going to add, I'm sorry, there's like a bunch of delivery people outside I'm like staring at, even though I don't even have an order out for delivery today because I bought like a bunch of stuff. But let's see if this can be built up. I'm not really gonna put more product on my forehead because I don't really like putting too much product on my forehead. I more just like to do the extra coverage on my cheeks and the sides of my face. And I'm just gonna pull it down, of course, to my neck. I feel like that's full coverage. The extra, I'm just gonna do on this side and see if we can build it up with the brush. So far, I'm liking this better than their original foundation. And I kind of feel like the reason why I like this side a little bit more is because I feel like the sponge gave me a little bit more coverage. I feel like it's soaking into the brush just a little bit. Then again, it could just be the type of tools I'm using. And I also feel like this side's a little bit more glowy. But yeah, so this is 2 layers of the foundation on both sides. What do you guys think? I like it. I think this looks like a really good foundation. I think the shade match is really, really nice.
This foundation is very hydrating and doesn't cling to any dry patches.
Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I'm so happy. It looks so good. It looks really, really nice. And I didn't go over my face with powder foundation like I normally do to set my foundation. Did not do that. I just put some Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb Cream in Fenty Glow. And then I also used some Juvia's Place products again. I used the bronzer duo in dark. I used both shades inside here. And then for the blush, I used volume 4. And then I used the shade on the top. So this really, really bright pink shade right here is what's on my cheeks. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I put a little bit of mascara, clear brow gel. All those stuff will be down below in the description bar. But my face is looking really nice. Like, it looks good. Like, I'm very, very, very happy with this foundation. Like, I feel like this is gonna be like one of my new favorites. Like, this is way better than the original. I started my makeup around like 12:30 and I stopped at around 1 o'clock, and I did a couple of things, but right now it's practically 1:30. It's 1:28, so I'll do a little bit of a check-in for you guys. This is not really like a wear test, but I definitely want to show you guys what it looks like after wearing it for a couple of hours. So let's just say like it's 1 o'clock and I'll check back in at like around 5 or so. But let me give you guys a close-up of what my face is looking like. Okay guys, so I just want to give you a little bit of an update. It is now 5:46 and this foundation is looking still really, really good on my face. You can still see the glow. And I'm not wearing any highlighter at all. And again, I do have dry skin. It looks really good. I'm happy. I did not retouch my face whatsoever. I only reapplied my lip gloss because I did eat. But I don't see any like major creasing under my eyes. I mean, there is some creasing on my eyelids because I think that's more the fact that I didn't use enough setting powder to set my eyelids because they can get a little bit oily. But like underneath the eyes, that's a real test to me, and I don't see any creasing around there. So yeah, everything still looks good. I really like this foundation. I feel like if you didn't like the original one, you're gonna like this one. I also feel like if you love the original one and you had dry skin and you had to like make it work for you, you're gonna love this one better. If you have oily skin, I would recommend sticking with the original foundation. I don't really think an oily skin person will like benefit from this one, unless maybe you have like combo skin, maybe, but not like extremely oily skin. I would highly recommend this product. I'll definitely buy another one, and honestly this is replacing my original Juvia's foundation. This is like one of my top 5 foundations now, and I'll definitely repurchase it. So thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.